Should be live. Hello, everyone, and welcome to What's Your Genesis, my talk show. Today, I have with me a ghost that haunts a mansion. A bit of a neat, if you will. You know, likes to stay home, play games. Say hello to. Oh, I can hear myself. Say hello to Amity from Yokast.
Oh, hi, Udemina! It is I, your ghostess with the mostest. Amity Namuda. Yoroshiku. I'm not a neat. Why?
I think you may be. I've heard tell from a certain invisible man that you have been not wanting to leave his mansion, despite all the times he's asked politely.
Okay, first of all, Casey is a liar. He's a liar, man. Everyone take note of that. Jot that down. Casey is a liar, man. I am stuck to the house. I am hunting it. I am the poltergeist. That's my whole freaking brand.
Oh, man. And now
he's
just
trying to exercise me.
He's trying to
he's trying to. Yeah.
Oh,
he's gonna do it one of these days. If I stop streaming, that's what happened.
If you stopped streaming, he finally got rid of you. It's not a graduation, it's an exorcism.
Oh no!
Oh man.
Oh no.
Stinky Unsay-so Queen Amity, what?
But is that Ryuk?
It is Ryuk,
I'm
yes.
Not Stinky Unsay-so! So it begins.
Oh man.
So it begins.
Oh man. So you kind of.
Hey, it's really.
Oh, what are you saying? You go ahead.
It's really good to be here. Thank you for having me on your show.
No problem. I'm glad to have you here. Every member of the Yokast so far has been such just a wonder to be here. Just a great guest.
Aw, thank you so much. You're so sweet.
You guys are just plain awesome, and I cannot wait to see you guys get more success as a group. I think it's awesome. Also, you guys all actually, live together. I think that's such a cool little detail. With the Yokast, you guys all live together, and it means you control each other, or possibly come on each other's streams and bully.
It does make collaborations much easier, I will say.
Yeah, especially because you probably all have the same time zone.
Yeah, it's just now working around everything else.
Yeah, especially if there's anything you guys do outside of being VTubers.
Yeah, it's Sienna's bodyguarding job, and I don't know what Itzy does, but I think it's probably criminal. And I got my haunting job, and of course Romeo's got experiments to run, and I still don't know what Cassius does for a living. I think he just goes for a walk and doesn't come home.
He seems like the rich guy who just doesn't have to work.
I've been told he's a secret agent, but I haven't seen anything of that. So either he's very secret or is very good at lying.
Very secret, very good at lying. Oh boy. Oh man, that could be the case. Oh man. I know that also. I don't know if you also noticed that Sienna also proclaimed that or actually was it Itzy? I think she said Itzy was very dumb, not you. I think because Sienna goes, "I am very dumb," and Itzy, just called herself an Itzy dumb.
Oh my gosh, Sienna, no, you're big smart. Oh no. So is Itzy. Itzy's also big smart. She's gonna kill me kill me again if I don't correct that.
Oh man, salt around the Mountain Dew? Excuse me?
No, don't salt my Mountain Dew!
Oh no.
Salt is an anti-ghost technique, even though I love salty food.
Salt is an anti-ghost technique. You love salt. That's a very bad problem. And
I am made of contradictions, let me tell you.
Oh man. Probably it'd be funny if you had an addiction to drinking holy water, but you're deathly allergic.
Nah, but I am a poltergeist, which is of course German for noisy ghost, and I don't like loud noises.
Oh man.
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy.
Stuff along those lines. Unfortunately, the irony is not lost on me.
I'm assuming that means that whenever you hear Sienna howling late at night, you're probably the person who opens up your window and throws a shoe at her to quiet her down. Like, quiet, dog! Stop howling!
Please, it's 3 a.m. I'm so tired.
Just in her doghouse, maybe just pelts it with shoes.
Oh, that's where my shoes go. Oh no, I gotta stop sleep throwing.
She does say she has a whole collection of shoes, I believe.
That does make sense.
I believe she did, although I might just be misremembering. Oh man.
She does steal socks, though.
She does. I may have or may not have given her that idea.
Oh gosh, yeah, I saw that. What? Don't let her take my sock, everyone. I only have the one.
She wants to start the barefoot revolution.
Oh gosh, no!
Oh man, most contradictory is when Amity says she's not unsay-so.
No! What? Stop! I am say-so. I am so say-so. Sugoku say-so des.
Let's see. I think they said Cassius was the most unsay-so. I forgot to ask him about that.
This is correct.
I probably should have asked him about that.
My boy strips on screen. I don't know what to tell ya.
Oh, that's true. That's true. I mean, I can assume him stripping. I mean, no one can see him, technically.
It's just suspenders. It looks ridiculous.
Oh, man. Amity and Irony go together just as well as Amity and the stairs.
That's...
Why do you go so well with stairs? What?
Okay, so... So as you know, you don't just become dead. You gotta die.
Yeah.
And, let's just say I haven't met a flight of stairs I haven't fallen down, at least once. And at some point, that catches up with you.
Oh, man.
It's a pretty embarrassing way to go, I won't lie.
Oh, boy. So I'm assuming that because you're stuck in the Yokast Mansion, you died there.
Yeah.
Is it because the place is infinite corridors and all that, right? It's like an infinitely increasing building. So did you just get lost in there and then eventually collapse down the stairs?
I don't remember exactly what the circumstances were, but I believe I was getting ready for breakfast and I wasn't watching my step. There was a little bump in the rug, and next thing I knew, it was all tumbling down, tumbling down, tumbling down.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I don't like to talk about it. It's kind of embarrassing.
Oh boy. Reminds me of a song that I swear it's a One Republic song that I can't put, it's on the top of my head but tip my tongue, but I can't think of it. It's like stars all come crashing down or something like that.
I feel like I know that one, but it's also stuck on the tip of my tongue. Oh,
isn't
that just the worst?
Stars come crashing down or something like that. I can't think of what it's called. Hold on,
it's just like me for real, for real.
So the stars come crashing down. Let me see if this is an actual song. Crashing down. I actually don't even know. It doesn't look like it, but I swear. Or is it the sky? When the sky comes falling down, I think.
Maybe something like that. Or you have had a premonition of a song that will be coming out soon. No, we don't know. We don't know. Keeping us on our toes.
No idea. I don't remember, but that's besides the point. Oh, man. So you don't really... So how you ended up in the Yokast Mansion is a bit of a mystery, but you did fall downstairs.
Yeah, it was rough.
Oh,
Pretty sure I used to live there. I mean, why would I be in a house I don't live in? So that's why it's my house!
Just hope that doesn't become the frickin' monster house, Don't, comes alive and starts trying to kill you all.
I swear, some days it feels like it's a step away.
Especially, I believe, was it you who caused a fire in the kitchen, if I remember correctly?
That was it.
Oh, okay. Gotta remember that.
I get to cause a fire this time.
This time. She didn't start the fire.
It was always burning since the world been turning.
Oh, man. Oh, man.
Jeezy. You know, that one of these days I will. It will. It's an inevitability. Yeah.
What I imagine is every time Itzy cooks, Itzy, to try and cheer herself up while she cooks, she just puts on frickin' the song from Fallout 3, the I don't want to set the world on fire.
The irony of that is I think she does.
She does. Oh, man. For a spider, she seems to have a lot of issues with reflexes in that case, if she's setting it on fire.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Oh, man. Let's see. Amity is just falling over her own feet all the time and destroying something.
No! I can't fall over my own feet. I float.
She floats.
I float. Woo!
Oh, man. In terms of say-so-ness from mostly say-so, we got Romeo Romeo, Sayana, Amity, Itzy, Cassius. I think from most of you'd have to go the other way. Least to most say-so would be Romeo, Sayana, Amity, Itzy, Cassius. I think, maybe?
No. Romeo Sugoku say-so. He's so sweet.
I just realized, "Aw, Jeezy" is Amity's catchphrase.
What? Shut! Who said that?
Cassius.
Casey!
Oh, man, Casey coming in here.
Don't point that out, boy!
It's like whenever someone points out, whenever, you're talking to somebody, like, why do you say the word like so much when you talk? And it's like...
What? Excuse you? Why would you point that out?
Now you can be conscious of it for a while. Slander against me. Oh, boy. Oh, man. Cassius being a freaking stripper on stream. Oh, man. Amity loves the Ghostbuster theme, especially the bustin' part.
No, I don't! I hate the Ghostbuster theme!
Bustin'.
No! I didn't know all the lyrics at all, and I sang it for karaoke one time, and I was going through, I'm just like, oh no! Oh no!
Oh my gosh. Oh, man. If not that, then it's Huzzah. I know where that originated, Amity.
Dang it, the huzzah! I have many words that I do not say properly, or I will say very strange vocabulary. It's what I've been told. Man. So this keeps happening where people point it out. They're like, "Ooh, Amity always says like huzzah or perfection," and then I'm just like, "Why did you point that out?" I'm gonna be thinking about it.
I feel like if I was gonna jump in into a hole, I'd want to I'm stuck between two catchphrases because I either want to say Alonzi or Geronimo, two of the best doctors.
Get out of our soul.
Just because I love Doctor Who, man. Especially like Matt Smith and David Tennant. They are both such good ones. Peter Capaldi did a good job as the Doctor as well. But
nice!
Matt Smith's my favorite.
I've been told I need to watch Doctor Who. I feel like I'm one of the few people on this planet that have not seen it.
I do recommend it, especially the new Who, in terms of if you start with Christopher Eccleston, really good. And go from there, because he was only there for one season, but he did a really good job as the Doctor, honestly.
That's what he's the guy with the leather jacket, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard that one's really good.
He's really good. I do enjoy watching him. Most people their favorite Doctor is David Tennant. For most people, for me, my first Doctor was Matt Smith, and he's still my favorite because of how goofy he is, but also how serious he can be. He's a goddamn good actor. He really is.
He has the range, darling.
Man, I need to watch more with freaking Matt Smith in it, because he's a good actor.
Nice.
Oh, man.
Nice.
Oh, man. I also, recently I've been getting way too back into watching, web series, old, machinimas, Red vs. Blue and stuff.
Ooh, nice.
There's
some good stuff from back then.
Oh, dude, they were. It used to be some of the best content you could find on YouTube, honestly. Some of them was really, really well made. And recently, just a new one started up. Some people have started a new one called Crash, which they only have 2 episodes out so far, but it's been really entertaining so far.
Ooh, maybe I'll go check that out.
They're reviving Red vs. Blue vibes, so it's really cool.
Ooh. too. I used to watch like Minecraft machinimas when I was like a little ghostling. So I know the vibes. I know the vibes.
Yes. Oh man. It's been a lot of fun. It's been a lot of fun lately. I will say the biggest thing though that it's been a struggle is fighting burnout. You know.
Oh my gosh, right? Burnout can be a real butt.
It really can.
I myself, if I'd be a little bit honest about that, I've actually just gotten over some of the worst burnout I've ever experienced in my entire afterlife.
Oh really?
Because like I knew getting into VTubing and such would be like a really big undertaking, like getting thumbnails together, scheduling streams, all the tech prep that goes into it. But ooh, boy, I don't think I properly estimated it.
Yeah, you underestimated it.
I very much did, because I do talk about it quite a bit, but I have a full-time haunting job that I do on top of this right now. So I work like basically every day, and then I come home and I'll do like a stream. And so I got so burnt out that I had my first real art block, my first actual art block I've ever had. Because if I have an art block, that usually just means, I don't feel like drawing. I don't know. I'm not really like when I'm drawing. But I couldn't make myself draw. I couldn't make myself like play any video games. I was really happy that I was able to force myself for work and still have fun, you know?
Yeah.
Burnout could be a butt. You gotta take care of yourself.
You really do. And it's hard when you because the biggest thing about burnout is like for a content creator, it's really rough because it's like then you start kind of feeling guilty because it's like, well, I now don't feel like making content, but when I'm not making content, I feel guilty, and then it just is a cycle that repeats for a while.
Indeed. But I'm very, very fortunate to have such lovely poltergeists who have been so patient with me on the days where I'm like, stuff's in the way, or I gotta do a shorter stream, or I am completely brainless today.
Completely brainless?
Mm-hmm.
Wait, Genesis, you should ask Amity about dragons and the special ASMR she listens to.
Hey, you shouldn't do that.
What are they referring to?
Oh my gosh. Okay, god damn it. Okay, so I was playing Minecraft with Casey one time, and we got into the topic of ASMR, and I was trying. I listened to a little. I used to. I don't listen to it anymore. And I may have accidentally mentioned that there was one specific kind of ASMR I'd listened to that I got recommended, and it was very not say so, and I gave up a little too much information. I was so embarrassed. I was like, oh god, this isn't who I am. I don't even like dragons that much.
Oh my gosh.
I was so embarrassed.
It's like NSFW Dragon ASMR?
It was! I was so embarrassed! I was like... Because I'll play games and listen to other content for research purposes as well. So of course I was a little curious, but then I was just like, wait. What's that? What the heck? Is this allowed? It was really well done, in terms of quality of writing and voice acting and sound design.
Oh man.
Very
she reacted to Dragon Heart item in Monster Prom. Or Dragon Heat. Oh boy.
Yeah, it was in the thing, in the game you can buy items. And I was trying to get an item I thought would impress the person that I was going for, but it actually just gives you an extra scene with everybody where they talk about this dragon fan fiction that everyone really likes. And I'm just
no.
I just wanted to impress Zoe.
Oh man, is that game fun to play with friends?
I really like playing it with friends. I played it before on stream. It was so much fun because you can either compete with each other or help each other out, which is really fun. But it's also well written and funny enough where if you don't have a friend, you can really enjoy it on your own. I think it's a really good trilogy of games.
How long does it? How long is each game roughly in terms of playing through it?
You can choose the 30-minute or the 60-minute route. Usually that's a lie though. For me, it takes me an hour to get through a route.
Oh boy.
It's because I'm reading everything, and I take 20,000 years to decide what my next step's gonna be.
Oh boy. So is it a bit different every time, or?
It is, because you get to kind of choose where you want to go and like what stats you want to work on. So there's a lot of different choices and such. So like, if you don't have to do the exact same thing every time, like that, I might, I want to do like a more of a smart build this time because I want to go for a smarter character. Oh, and because my stats here, or because I was really nice to this one person, they're gonna be a little nicer to me in this route. It's kind of interesting. It's really silly. It's extremely silly, but
And it
also
is
a little unsafe.
multiplayer.
So.
And it's multiplayer?
It is multiplayer. You can play up to 4 people.
That could be interesting to stream in the future. That could be interesting.
I think you'd like it. It's a lot of fun. It's really goofy. And the art's really nice.
I played Monster Prom first time at a party, and it took 3 hours to finish full game with four players. Oh boy.
Yeah. The more players you have, the longer it will take.
It's kind of nice that, like, from what it sounds like, it's between an hour to 3 hours, which is not a bad thing for a stream. So you could dedicate a whole stream to Monster Prom.
You can. It makes for some good content.
I definitely think I would do that then. Oh, go ahead.
And then you feel like you don't have to like commit to like a full playthrough and like do a multi-part series, and you just pick it up whenever you're like, I need something kind of fun.
Yeah, that could be. I mean, I do have the first, I think, and the second game. So. Is it one of those games that everyone needs to own though, in order to play it?
I believe. I know there's like a local version you can do where you're in the same room and you just play off one, but I think for online, everyone does need it. If I'm not mistaken, but I could be mistaken. Take that with as many grains of salt as you can keep away from me.
And it's not like a split screen thing, right? Is it like a turn-based, like one player goes first, then the next player?
That is correct. It is turn-based.
Gotcha. That makes sense.
So it kind of gives you an opportunity to be a little bit strategic if you really want to, like, compete with everyone else. Like, oh, they messed up that thing? I'll keep that in mind. Stuff like that. So then, like, you can kind of take over their routes.
Oh my gosh. I will say, I need to go use the restroom, so anyway, I could leave you to talk to chat while I quickly go do that?
For sure, I'll bring them up on my end.
Alright, I will be right back. I'm just gonna, let's see, real quick, I'm just gonna do this so I can move my model. I'm just gonna wander off for a sec off screen. I'll be back.
Bye-bye! Alright, band, alright, we gotta have the band play then. Can't believe we're here, everyone! Gotta cut to commercial break. This episode of What's Your Genesis has been brought to you in part by Yokast cereal. Get some delicious Yokast cereal. It tastes like cinnamon, and it's got little marshmallows in it that is shaped like the Yokast logo. And you can put milk in it, and the milk will turn green. It's cool. Yokast cereal. Now only $9.99 plus shipping and handling. I'm so silly. How are the vibes treating y'all out there tonight, huh? You guys want an encore? Encore. Well, if you insist. You guys are so silly. Oh, so you can't have 4 players on one controller? Oh, I understand. Oh yeah, I guess with Monster Prom, you could like also just do the Steam remote play thing. That makes sense, actually. Remote play. Yes. Like give somebody the chance to like use their controller or keyboard to override yours during the game. I was reading back some of the chat. Of course, Ryek remembers all my embarrassing moments. You guys jerks. Meh. Can we get one for the price of two? Oh, wait, in the monster prom? I think. Perhaps, everyone. Perhaps. I don't know. I'm talking nonsense right now. I'm not gonna lie. I'm just really excited to be here. It's really cool. Oh, host is coming back. Ta-da!
Amity, do you mind explaining why everything in the bathroom started floating and levitating, and the lights started flickering?
That is, that's normal. That's a normal thing. That's normal. I don't know what you're talking about. Anyway, I gotta go now. Thanks for having me on the show. Bye.
That girl. I can't believe her. Making everything float. Tried to hit me in the head with a roll of toilet paper. Can't believe it. Took it right off the freaking wall roll holder and nearly hit me in the head with it.
Maybe you should have dodged. Skill issue. I mean, what? I didn't do that.
I'm not Gohan. You're not Piccolo. You don't need to teach me how to dodge. This isn't Dragon Ball Abridged. Dodge! Oh, man. Oh,
I'm back from commercial break.
We are back from commercial break. Yes, we are. Oh, God. Chat was like, oh, no, don't leave us with Amity.
Oh, hey, wait a second.
Oh, man.
Why?
Boy. They're scared of ghosts.
Playing?
Maybe they have phasmophobia.
Oh, sorry, you cut out there for a sec. What?
Oh, God, my internet's taking a hiccup. Sorry about that.
You're all good.
What I was trying to say was that maybe your fans, despite watching you, have phasmophobia, which would be very ironic. They're scared of ghosts, so they're scared of watching you, but they do it anyways.
That would be a bit, honestly, I'd be flattered, because wow, you're scared of ghosts, but you still want to watch me. You're so sweet. Is what I'd say if they weren't the biggest butt heads. I love you, poltergeists. Mwah, mwah.
Oh, man.
I love my poltergeists. I love them, even though they make me want to throw toilet paper rolls at them.
just you know, like, use your poltergeist powers and just, TP their houses.
Oh, God, don't give me ideas. I will do it.
Oh, man. Oh, boy. I thought you couldn't leave the house, though, or is that a lie from Cassius?
So I can with some help. I just can't, like I can take a piece of the house with me, like a nail or something. That's how I get to my haunting job. I gotta go on the ghoul bus and such. And I can also, like, be summoned for a short period of time, but not easily. Signals, Wi-Fi is not very good in the ghost world.
The way how you summon Amity, everyone, you draw a pentagram, right? And then you surround it with Mountain Dew and Lay's chips and Doritos, and then an Xbox 360 controller. Because
don't tell them how to summon me. They're gonna abuse that. Redact that. That's a lie. Redact it.
There's one more step. I'm not gonna tell you guys. You guys can figure it out on your own. Maybe you'll get it right someday. Oh, man.
Oh my gosh. You goofs. You goof.
Oh, man. Hey, at least they can summon you. The other members of Yokast you at least are able to, like, basically teleport through that route. Pretty sure none of the other members of Yokast could teleport.
Oh, jeez. They have a little bit more mobility than I do, because they can, like, drive. So, you know what?
Fair.
For all the teleporting, as good as that is, they can at least choose where they want to go.
Who's the worst driver in Yokast?
Oh, jeez. Oh, that kind of depends on the day, I'm not gonna lie. Cassiana is, as we know, best driver. Is so good that she gets herself stuck between poles and GTA in ways I didn't even think the game could possibly do. She's very skilled at that game.
Oh, man.
Itzy, I've had the most, like, I've had the most like moments of I'm gonna die again, but that's just because with Cassius, I just have a lot of moments of oh, this is horrifying. But I'm not gonna die because I can't.
Itzy's the worst driver, is what chat's saying.
Here's the thing. It's like a ratio, because like for like let's say I go on like 10 car rides with everyone. 1 out of 10 car rides with Itzy, I'm like, I'm gonna pass on. 1 in 5 with Cassius, I'm like, I'm a little scared. And with Sienna, she doesn't drive me very often. So I wouldn't be able to give you a good thing on that. But she's very skilled in GTA, so I'm gonna say she's a good driver.
What about Romeo?
Romeo is like me, he can't drive.
Can't drive, oh boy.
Or rather, he refuses to. He's got things to do with the lab, he's got no reason to leave.
Oh man. I hope he hasn't tried to experiment on you. Oh god, so there's trauma there.
I want to talk about it.
just he starts having PTSD, just like you.
He's very polite about it. He's very polite about it, but he's definitely an interesting person to hang around.
He's very polite about it until he traps you in a vacuum like Luigi.
It was one time. He apologized.
He just wanted to test his ghost catching gear.
It works.
It works.
So, it works.
The driving Yokast curse. Hey, at least they don't have a curse about their Twitter accounts getting banned.
Oh no! Not yet, anyway. Cassius is on his way.
That's what the freaking Hololive has as a curse. Anytime a new Hololive member just shows up, it just gets immediately banned from Twitter.
Because they think they're bots!
Yep.
It's so rough. Aw, jeez. That's the nice thing about starting at a very small unknown company. You kind of don't have to worry about that right off the bat. You get to ease into things.
Yeah. Oh man. Romeo's Mansion, Dark Moon. Oh my god, Romeo's Mansion. Oh man.
It's Romeo's house now. Take that, Casey. Just because your name's on the deed doesn't mean it belongs to you. It's Romeo's house now.
Romeo's house now. Oh man. So what was the order that everyone showed up in? I know Cassius was first. Or technically I think you were, and then Cassius.
Yeah, Cassius and I were pretty close in terms of timing. I believe it was then Sienna kind of rolled up.
Got a doghouse.
Yeah, as you rolled up. Then we had Itzy come along, if I'm not mistaken, and Romeo, I believe, was last to join the house. Though again, I get these details really confused.
That's very fair. That's very fair.
But that's what I recall personally.
Wait, speaking of, apparently I missed your reaction to Dark Moon being ported to the Switch, Amity.
Whoa!
Wait, is it? Dark Moon got ported to the Switch?
Very nice.
That's interesting.
Very nice.
Now we just
like
need Wind Waker on the Switch.
Ooh, I got a lot of ghost games I gotta play on the Switch now. Goodness.
That's good.
Ghost Trick. There's Rain Code. There's Dark Moon.
There's
all
also
the ghost
Luigi's
games.
Mansion 3.
Yeah, that one too. That one looks pretty.
Oh man, that one's been out for a long time though.
My work is never done, it seems.
Do you remember when the Nintendo Switch, when it there was only Breath of the Wild for like a good while as being the only game on Nintendo Switch?
Yeah, I don't own a Switch myself, but I remember I really liked keeping up with it because I really like video gaming news. I don't know why I'm fascinated with it. I just am. No murdered soul suspect. No.
Dude, I actually tried playing that through that game for YouTube. I don't even know if my playthrough. That was probably during my purge when I made the dumb decision to delete a lot of my content, or it could be my live stream tab somewhere. I don't know exactly, but I once tried streaming that game, but I got bored.
Which game?
Murdered Soul Suspect.
Oh yeah, I really liked it at the beginning, but it's scary. It's scary. I don't want to come back. It's scary. I got scared. I didn't know there'd be things chasing me.
Oh man, so you don't like horror games? I'm
really bad with horror games.
I'm right there with you. So even
even the ones that are like made for babies. I recently had to do a horror game because of a Batsu game I did. And I only just recently not only worked up the nerves, but found a game that I could actually like play properly. And that was like way too long to wait for everyone. And now we're gonna be playing another horror game coming up this week.
It's kind of funny that a ghost is scared of horror.
Yeah, I know the irony is not lost on me. I am a ghost of many contradictions.
Oh man, you guys should play through the back rooms together.
Oh no! Don't give them that idea. They'll do it.
I think that one of them can play up to 5 players. I'm pretty sure, but I don't know for sure.
Don't say that. Don't say that. Don't say that.
You can also play in silence, which lets one of you guys be the monster and then torture the other players.
I like that idea, but I get to be the monster. I remember when one of our first major like gaming collab was we all played Dead by Daylight. Oh my gosh, that game's really scary if you're not the monster.
It is.
But,
I'm not the biggest fan of Dead by Daylight, to be honest.
No, I super get that. I had a lot of fun. I'm not always the most critical of the games I play, but I had a lot of fun just because I really enjoy hanging out with Yokast. And it was really funny to see like how everyone switched between being like a scared survivor and like the mean monster. Because it go from I'm so scared, oh no, to get over here, I'm going to murder you.
Yeah, that's the fun about multiplayer horror is one player can go a bit psychotic, and then the next moment when they're human, now they're scared like a little mouse.
Yeah, fun fact about that stream actually, we were watching back Romeo's side because we were a little bit more diligent about watching back our streams at that time. And when Romeo was the bad guy, we were like, oh, he's playing this good strat. He's taking us down, but he's not killing us, and then we're always low on health and we can't run away. Oh, he's so smart. Oh, he's so brutal. Romeo's crack gamer. Turns out he didn't know how to play the game. And he used to just walk around like, oh, I'm so confused. Oh, there's a mushroom. Nice. Oh, there's someone over there. How do I hang them up? I don't know how to play this game. It was very cute.
On his end. So you guys were in separate calls when you guys split apart? So you had a monster in one call and you guys were in another?
That's correct. And you can find all of our perspectives on our YouTubes.
That's awesome. Someone should totally edit a highlight of all you guys' perspectives together.
Ah, that's a great idea, honestly.
That's one of the cool things. Like, I wonder, you guys should totally, like, if you guys want to, it would be really cool to get, like, you could always, like, once you guys get big enough, hire an editor for, like, a main, like, not a main channel, but, like, a channel, like, just, like, a Yokast EN channel, where, you know, they upload highlights of all you guys' streams and YouTube Shorts, like, showing off all you guys' perspectives.
Management does have a channel. So that's kind of what we want to do when we get a little bit bigger. Put like highlight reels and like special announcements up there when we have a little bit more to announce.
Yeah. That totally makes sense.
Yeah, it's been really interesting working with an agency because like having like a management team that we could go to and be like, what do we do? What do I need idea? What's okay? Please help. And like getting that guidance has really been, honestly, I'm super lucky to be part of Yokast.
Honestly, part of me, like, I like being indie, but part of me does like the idea of having management to like give me guidance and also help me like take care of, okay, can someone help me export my VODs or make thumbnails for the VODs so I don't have to do this all myself? It's a lot on my back.
Yeah, our management team, I believe Cassius may have mentioned this, but they are like part-time, so they aren't as hands-on, but they do offer guidance and such, so we can go to them if we need, which is really nice. But, you know, stuff like thumbnails and scheduling and such, we have meetings for it, but most of it is on us, which super fair. We're still small, no sweat. And it's really fun making thumbnails, and it's giving us a lot of really important skills that are going to help us in the future.
That's very true. My biggest, like, I've recently found some thumbnail artists that I've been working with for my edited content, so that way I can focus on, you know, doing other stuff. The biggest thing for me, I can't decide between YouTube and Twitch when it comes to streaming. And
Mm-hmm.
that's also another problem with my consistency in terms of streaming. Because, like, I like streaming on YouTube. I like having everything in one place, I won't lie. I like being able to make a thumbnail for streams. I like all that. The thing I really don't like, though, is that I can't download these streams after very easily. So it's like, if I want someone to edit it together, or if I want to send the file to an editor, it's kind of rough trying to figure out how I can do that.
Yeah, I definitely understand that because they both give me a sec. Both platforms have like a lot of good strengths and weaknesses, so it's really like it kind of just depends on what you want to stream that day. So I get the catch between the two.
Oh yeah. Oh. FBI knock on your door.
What? FBI knock on my door? What?
I heard knocking. I thought.
Oh, it's just the vents. Romeo's just moving around in the lab. The vents are very sensitive.
I'm surprised you can hear him. I thought you lived in the attic.
I do. The vents, like I said, their sound travels really fast through the vents.
Oh, man. Must be a really big attic if the house constantly is like infinite.
Oh yeah, no, it's the house just kind of figures out what it wants to be that day, and we just kind of have to deal with it. Heck, sometimes I will open up the attic door, and it's like I'm out in the doghouse.
Oh man, makes it sound even more like the frickin' the house from Black Clover, frickin' the Black Bull's headquarters.
It's kind of like if the Winchester Mansion was more indecisive.
Gotcha. Oh man, like I just imagine like you open up the attic and it's like the world's largest studio apartment.
Nah, it's pretty modest size in the attic. It's not too big, which is nice because that makes soundproofing it just a little bit easier. But it's not so big where I can just kind of set up my VR over it like black darn gamings.
I wish I had more room for VR because I used to do a lot of VR chat content before I kind of got bored of it. But so I have two VR headsets. I have my old Vive that I never use. And then I have my Index that I honestly hardly used. I used it for a very short amount of time, basically.
Ah, I see.
Also, part of the reason I don't go back to VR chat is because my controls are broken. I can't get my jump button to work anymore.
No.
Not the controller isn't broken. It's the controls in game. So it's like my controller's fine. My controllers are like just as good as the day I bought them. It's just my settings that completely break when I open up all my programs and all that. It's like, okay, well, you've remapped things that you don't know what you remapped, so we don't have a jump button for you, and it hurts.
Oof.
Yeah.
Hits you right in the heart.
Literally the Scooby-Doo hallway gag. Dude, Scooby-Doo was awesome, man. I miss watching like Scooby-Doo as a kid. Like some of the shows were really good.
Yeah. What was that one that they came out with a few years ago? It was like Mystery Incorporated, and it had like kind of like a fun blocky kind of style.
Mystery Incorporated was cool because that one was a more serious take on Scooby-Doo.
Like more story structured. It got more character, but still the same characters you love.
What's funny is they confirm that Scooby is basically an ancestor of an ancient alien. It's a Scooby-Doo because it's like the lore behind it is like there's these aliens that take over animals so that way they can communicate with humans. And... I've
only gotten a few episodes in.
Oh, okay. I shouldn't spoil it then. Unless you're if you're gonna keep watching it.
I do want to. God, there's so many shows to watch though, you know? Too many.
I mean, I guess it's not too much spoiler. Basically, aliens came to Earth and took over animals so they could communicate with humans. I believe that was the purpose. But basically, now animals can talk because they're controlled by aliens. But whenever they had kids, you know, whenever they had ancestors, those animals could still talk as well.
That's wild.
I think they slowly lose their ability to talk. That's why Scooby's is so like raggy. It's because he's way down the line of ancestry.
That makes sense. That's pretty cool, though. Gotta love when they do silly stuff like that.
Oh, man, it's great. It's great. Oh, man. Frickin' that's really good. Oh, man. All you guys in Yokast have been so much fun to talk to, honestly. It's like...
Thank you, you too!
I can't wait to see you guys grow, because I can see you guys being a definitely successful group. And I will say, that's one thing you guys definitely have that, like, a lot of people are missing out. You guys have, like, a set group, which is really good. You know, a lot of smaller VTubers kind of just don't have a set VTuber group. They kind of just stream with their friends and stuff, which is nothing wrong with that. But a good way to grow is to stream with other VTubers. It's always fun watching our group.
Thank you so much. I'm so glad I decided to like join Yokast and such. I know I've said that like so much, but like I really am really lucky to have the group of friends and gen mates that I do. Cause like I've talked with a few other VTubers about how tricky it can be being an indie and like trying to get big and like trying to do collabs and how it can feel kind of lonely and like you kind of feel like you're just kind of flying by the seat of your pants. So the fact that I am able to talk to my den mates, I am able to talk to creator, I am able to talk to management, and like if I'm feeling, hey, I don't feel like I'm making good choices, or what can I do to maybe make my channel feel a little better, or oh man, how do I fight burnout? Just to have someone to talk to about that is really, really honestly, I'm super lucky. I love them. Even Cassius.
Oh man, that's awesome. Yeah.
The fact that people keep saying we're gonna like be big is just like my heart. Yes!
Oh, I don't doubt it. I can see you guys definitely going places. I heard. I remember. I think I was talking. Was it Cassius or Sienna? I think it was Cassius who said this. That you guys caught the eye of Cooksy, I believe, or is it no? Or is it no? Not Cooksy. Smoothie.
Yeah, Smoothie, very, very prolific and very talented clipper.
Very
really, if you
talented.
haven't seen Smoothie's stuff, guys, please go check it out. It's really good, really funny.
Which is awesome. That will definitely help you guys grow.
Just like such a genuinely professional and good-hearted person to work with so far, and we really hope we can keep making really good connections with equally talented, equally kind-hearted clippers. Because oh my gosh, clippers make the VTubing community go round. Yep,
here's hoping that someday I get clippers who are out there uploading my content to their channel. I wouldn't mind that one bit because, you know, for what, especially with this talk show, it's kind of hard to clip it. So if other people are doing that for me and they clip their favorite moments, that kind of helps.
I did see that you had the compilation of your interview with Sienna. That was really good.
Yep, that was one that was one I edited myself.
You did a great job.
I try not to edit my content too much anymore because I'm a very slow editor. Like, that video took me a long while to get out. Because I spend a lot of time on subtitles. I'm very much a perfectionist when it comes to edits and cuts and zooms and music. Try to make sure everything sounds really good. So, but I'm very glad you guys liked that. I worked really hard on that one.
Yeah, it was absolutely fantastic. For you poltergeists that have not seen this lovely channel before, please go check it out. Please go check out this lovely man's content. Please do.
Please do. I'm nearly monetized on YouTube. I'm actually getting really close.
Heck yes! Oh my gosh.
I have hit the 2,100 watch time hours mark. So, I'm very close to being able to apply for monetization for YouTube Partner.
Heck yeah! I'm rooting for ya!
Which would be really cool. You've been sick?
No, that's gonna be sick.
Oh, that's gonna be sick. Gotcha. Oh man, it is.
I'm just using
really
that.
Cool.
Just using that hip lingo with the kids.
Oh my gosh. Hello there, Vern. How you doing?
Hey, hello. I'm the Toxic. Oh my gosh, look at all these lovely
friend
people.
Toxic, Vern, Grim. We even had Cassius earlier. We had Rango, who was saying, "Write it down," as in write down the way to summon you.
God dang it!
Oh man. I very much appreciate everyone coming in and tuning in. I do appreciate that.
Aw, my lovely poltergeists. So lovely. We get smooches, mwah, 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 blowing kisses, mwah, mwah.
Soon I will be also delving into a new style of content, which will be game shows. I keep saying it. I'm working on it. It take me a bit to figure out how I'm going to set it up and what kind of game show I want to do.
Ooh, as from one game show host to another, I think you're gonna have a blast, and I think you're gonna do a good job.
I appreciate that. There's like it's just a bit difficult, but like I'm trying to decide between the different kinds of game shows I could run. It would be there's a lot of fun stuff that can be done with game shows and stuff, like whether that's trivia or just like other things. Honestly, part of me just wants to steal on the spot from Rooster Teeth. I love that show so much, especially like there's one game they do where they pull up the alphabet and it changes every time someone gets a point. So it's like they'll pull up a prompt, it'll be like things you don't say to a grandma crossing the street, and then they'll pull up the letter C and they'll go like, all right, go, and then the one person will be like it will be like can't feel your legs. Or something.
Also, it has to start with that letter.
Yeah, it has to start with that letter, and then it's like, and then the host, John Reisinger, he either will say points or like, no points, next, and then they'll move on to the next letter, or I don't know if he goes to the next letter after someone doesn't get points. I know he does if they do get points. If he gives them points, then it's like, now it's D for the next person, so it's like, and like, it'll be like, don't trip on your own 2 feet, or something like that, And then
That's
it keeps
pretty
in an
odd.
alphabet.
I love improv games like that. Oh, that's so fun. That's so fun.
It's a fun one. The only issue is I don't want to get in trouble with Rooster Teeth if I steal that game.
There's lots of different improv games I think you can crib from. I've talked about this one a little bit, but back when I was still like kind of new to being a ghost, I was part of an improv troupe for a little bit, so I've learned a few myself. There's like endless potential for you to crib from. Easy. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that is very true.
Gotta say, saying I was part of an improv troupe is way more embarrassing than the ASMR thing.
Man, I have a friend who used to be in theater, so
Oh, very nice, very nice.
I feel like I wish I had honestly done like an improv class or something. I bet it would have helped me develop my humor a bit better. I'm good at joking around, but I feel like I'd be a lot better and a lot more humorous if I had improv classes.
You got more faith in yourself. You're great.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. I also want to introduce skits to my talk show eventually to give it more life, give it more variety.
Nice. Got lots of ideas then. Good to have a good vision for the future.
Oh yes, most certainly, yes. Like I feel like it could be fun, like pulling up like tweets or like clips of somebody and be like, explain this. Explain why Amity was so down bad from Bowser. Explain that.
What? I was not down bad for Bowser. Who said this?
Nobody, but I'm just saying it could be something like that. A lot of people were down bad for Bowser after the new Mario movie came out.
Yeah, I did see that. I did see that. I saw stuff I don't want to see again.
Oh man.
I avoided Twitter for a while after that.
It's bad. It's like I've also seen some really weird fan art of Rick from, Rick Sanchez and Bao the Whale.
What?
Because Bao has like a big crush on Rick Sanchez from Rick and Morty.
Oh, I don't really watch that show. Well, wow, here's the thing. I miss it out on most media because I will sit down like, I should watch a TV show. Ooh, an 8-hour retrospective on iCarly? Let's go. I don't use my time wisely when I have free time.
I feel that. A lot of time I'm the same way. It's like, okay, it's like literally after this, I honestly should probably like there's a video I said I wasn't going to edit anymore, but I have a video that I'm editing right now. Excited to release it I say soon. I can't promise soon because I don't know when I'm going to release it, when I'm going to be happy with it enough to release it. And I also need to get someone to edit me the thumbnail.
I see.
But either way, I think it's going to be a very big fun video. But for all I know, after this, I'm probably gonna like literally just delve into the rabbit hole of watching Red vs. Blue again, which would be a bad thing because I need to frickin' finish working on this video.
Ain't that just the way of it, though? My goodness.
Oh, talk about how Amity says "let's go" the same exact way every time she says it. Say it the same way every time.
Apparently, I say it with the exact same inflections every time. So I'll be playing. Oh, guys, we got the goal. Let's go.
Got the goal. Let's go. Oh,
It's like upwards and then downwards. Let's go.
Let's go. Oh, man.
I didn't even know I was doing it the same way until once again, my gen mate, Cassius Griffin, pointed it out live on camera.
Oh, man. When you get embarrassed live on camera.
That's basically every day of my afterlife.
Oh, man. It's funny. I feel like you guys would be fun if you guys ever did D&D.
People have been asking us if we want to play Dungeons and Dragons. I'm kind of like poking into it and seeing, like, I don't know a lot about it, but I've been kind of doing some reading up and trying to learn some of the rules. And I think in the future that would be something that could be kind of fun, but I don't know how good we'd be at it.
Oh, man. It would be
it's a really complicated game. So
it is,
many rules.
Oh, man.
Ringo put in arrows of my inflections back on a style. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, inflections. Just like how they have arrows for Pakura's laugh. How it goes up and
down. Or as Corona-sama does.
Yeah, try to copy her laugh. Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
It's so funny.
I didn't used to be that big of a VTuber fan, but once I started watching HoloLive clips, I was like, oh no, my afterlife is changing forever, isn't it?
So for me, speaking of D&D, reminded me that a while back I was thinking about doing like a basically try and run a D&D campaign in a game called XCOM 2. I was debating about doing something like that. Honestly, I might mix that idea instead. I might just do something different because, like, that game with mods, you can do some really complex character creations. So it's like, it won't be perfect, but like, I could create somebody that looks relatively like a VTuber, let's say. And then, so it's like, my idea was to originally do D&D, but maybe I might do like a machinima where it's like, I'll record it, and then, but I'll have VTubers and stuff voice act in it. Like, voice act their characters as they go on missions.
That could be really fun.
Yeah, I think it could be interesting, but it'd be a lot of work.
That's fair. It's always really cool to see the kinds of things that VTubers like get up to. Like, there's been so much innovation that's been happening. Like I've like the things that Cassius does is really fun. Like his anime reviews, and his ranking streams always have like something extra to them. There's like I've seen a lot of like choose your own adventure style stuff that I've been kind of trying to emulate and pull into my own stuff. But like, I swear, every time I turn around, a VTuber is doing something cool, kind of like what you just suggested, and it's just like, this is some untapped potential here.
Oh yeah, there's so much cool stuff that can happen.
Oh, it's an art form that is just filled with so many impressive streamers. I'm constantly just blown away.
It's great how much cool stuff that people come up with. Also, one thing I could do actually, because in XCOM 2 you can add there's mods to add voices. If I figured out how to mod that, or find someone who knows how to mod voices, I could just have VTubers record voice packs, and they would voice. Then I would just have them already have their voice lines as their characters.
Cool! Wow!
And maybe I could make a rule like if that VTuber dies, I gift them 10 subs or something.
Oh, that'd be sick! I love that.
Something fun. Who knows? Just something interesting. I don't know, because my big thing, I like doing big group activities. So like, like game shows or my talk show when I have multiple guests on. Or like just like a big party game, like whether that's like Jackbox, GTA 5 online, frickin' Gartic Phone. There's just so much fun you can have with a big group.
Because this is, after all, we are part of the big, wonderful community. Why not take advantage? I say, very rarely doing collabs outside of Yokast because of my awful schedule.
Oh man, is this schedule really rough?
Yeah, it can be. Because, like, all the times that I'm like, oh, this is perfect to stream. Oh, man. All the people that we have approved for, like, collabs are, like, in bed. Where it's like 2 a.m. or something, or they have like a whole bunch of other things. So I'm hoping that my schedule will hopefully be a little better in the future. But I decide not to put them through that until I can accommodate a little easier.
That's very fair. That's very fair.
But it's always really, really nice to do collabs and like have those connections with other VTubers. Just because like we're not in competition with each other, and I feel like some people forget that. We're all here to provide a really fun environment for people, and more VTubers just means more cake, baby.
More cake. Oh boy.
Yeah. As in, like, more cake to eat. Like you go to a park. My metaphor fell apart here.
Oh man.
You know what I mean.
Yeah. I mean, actually, yeah, collabing is a lot of fun, and it's definitely good to find the right. Like, I think what's nice about VTubing scene is, well, the fact that it definitely popularized the idea of going outside your main friend group and collabing with people you don't normally collab with. Like, it popularized the idea of hanging out with people who aren't in your main friend group.
Which is really a good thing, because things, as we know, have made it a little tricky to open up to other people. So getting to do this, like with new people that you get to meet on the internet, it's a little scary, but it's really exciting.
It is.
Oh, Grimm's making fun of me again. God dang it!
Oh boy. Oh man.
Oh no, I got the big yawn.
Yes,
yawn.
I mean, I'm pretty tired because I woke up like at 10:30, so.
Oh no! Well, thank you again for having me on the show and being so good about timing and whatnot. I very much appreciate it.
No problem. There, like the thing is, I'm gonna try my best not to schedule talk shows on my work days anymore. I've done it a couple times, and it just always ends up me being like, "Hey, can we push it back?" Or "I'm sorry, I slept in." I need to just stop scheduling talk show on any day I work and just focus on Sundays, Mondays, and Tuesdays.
That's super fair.
Because I feel so bad whenever I sleep in or I miss my chance with somebody.
And you gotta make sure you're taking care of yourself. Your health is important. Don't you forget.
The biggest thing for me I want to figure out is how I can either still, because like ADHD. So for me, it's hard to focus on multiple things at once, which makes it's sad because some people they get distracted when they're by themselves. I get distracted with other people, and so it's like I want to be either like being able to hang out with friends or stream while I'm doing editing, just so I can knock two birds out with one stone. So I'm not just sitting here hours at a time editing a video and taking forever to get it done.
I super get that. You are preaching to the choir on that.
I just also get super quiet while I'm editing. So it's like I would need to get like a TTS setup or something.
What's a TTS setup?
Text to speech.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
That way, whenever chat talks to me, I can hear them. That way, I'm not just focusing on my silence while I'm editing.
That's super fair. Yeah, the getting into the workflow and the focus. Honestly, that's one of the skills that I've been kind of forced to work with, because before I started streaming, whenever I'm drawing, I am like dead quiet. I'm focusing hardcore, and I'm just like I have like this dead face. Like more dead than it already looks. So like when I started streaming like my art streams, which I do every week, in this case I'm gonna be doing twice this week, I'd start getting into the headspace of being able to talk to stream, see what they're saying, and also work on what I'm making. And whoo, the juggling
It is a lot of juggling.
But I'm really glad that I've been given the opportunity to get a little better at that, because I think it makes for some fun streams. And it's an
Uh,
interesting challenge every time.
I think what makes it hard for me is a lot of my community are filled with streamers or like friends who
Mm,
stream themselves. So it's like a lot of time. It's hard to talk to your chat when it's not very active, and like, so it's like I'm trying. Like
mm.
I'm not good at small talk. Basically, like I'm good when people throw a topic at me and I go from there.
That's fair, honestly. I understand that. That's fair.
I guess that applies mainly to my chat. I'm good at talking to other people on like my talk show. Not as long
Mhm.
as I have something to go off of. Like I come up with a good idea about something to chat with, or I hear something that somebody says, and I'm like, okay, I can keep the conversation going from there.
And it does help that because chat is also probably familiar with the streamer you're talking to. They could be like, "Hey, ask them about this embarrassing thing, Ryak."
Yeah, very much so. That does help a lot when someone's chat comes in and is throwing ideas about what to talk about. It's very
Mm-hmm.
helpful. Oh
Mm-hmm.
man.
I find whenever I'm doing something and I don't know what to talk about, I find this is especially helpful on my art streams. Is I'll try if I'm like, oh man, I don't have any small talk topics. I'll try and teach them what I'm doing. Like, oh, I don't know what to talk
That's
about.
not a
Oh,
bad idea.
yeah, like, oh, well, I'll explain how I do my line art in this, or what kind of pens I like to use, stuff like that. I end up kind of retreading a lot of the same ground because of that, but like, uh, most of the time it works out, I think. That's up to my chat to decide, but I like to think it works.
Oh man. I think yeah, I totally get that. Like talking to people while like I'm editing or something could make sense. Oh
Mm-hmm.
man. There's a lot
Mm-hmm.
there. It's tough trying to juggle everything, you know. It really
Mm-hmm.
is.
Definitely takes practice. Mm-hmm.
Oh, believe me, I definitely know that. Takes a lot of practice to juggle, you know, doing all the things you have to do for content creation. Because there's thumbnails, descriptions, and if you stream on Twitch and you have a VOD channel, exporting those VODs, then coming up with
Mm-hmm.
the thumbnail for your VODs channel, if you actually care about making thumbnails for your VODs. Um,
Mm-hmm.
Also making thumbnails for YouTube, setting up a stream schedule if you want to have a stream schedule, which I really should, but I just don't because I'm bad at keeping a schedule.
It's all good. You gotta do what works best for your workflow. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, definitely. Oh
Yeah.
man.
But yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
go
sorry.
ahead.
Continue.
Go ahead.
I forgot what I was gonna say immediately.
Oh no. Oh man, Ami is training us, says Rango.
Yes, I'm going to make the strongest polter artists in the universe.
Polter
Mm-hmm.
artist, I like that. That's great. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh man. Let's see. Also checking that. Okay. But yeah, no, frickin' I know when it comes to content creation, the biggest thing is also, I mean, it is a lot of that thing is it is consistency. Whether that's what content you're uploading or your schedule, or at least you know, getting like it's a lot. You know, communicating with your community, sticking to a
Mm-hmm.
schedule, maybe pushing out content, making the same content helps a lot.
Gotta choose something that you know you're gonna like doing every week, and that everyone else is also gonna enjoy. Mm-hmm.
The thing for my talk show that I've noticed, people like it, but I think they don't tune in every time because the thing is, I ask a lot of the same questions, even though you know I always get different answers. I feel like that might be
Mm,
why my viewership is very much fluctuates on my talk show
I see. I see.
because
It can
people.
also. Oh, sorry.
Go ahead. You go ahead.
I also learned that sometimes it's not even just a matter of like your consistency. Sometimes the algorithm's just a little silly that week. We had a weird
That
low,
too.
like we had a really weird low. Even though nothing had really changed, that was just how things worked out, and we're right back to where we were before. And we were just like, that was weird. Oh well.
Yeah, I totally
hmm
get that. Still waiting on those art tutorials, says Grim.
I guess I gotta make another art tutorial stream. I'll have to do. Maybe I'll have to start planning for that after I'm done my current art series. Mm.
Oh man. I definitely think that I'm gonna start steering my talk show, and I want to definitely do more like invite groups of people on, not just one person at a time.
Ooh.
That will happen. I'll still invite one person at a time a lot, like when I'm like from most people. But I think like inviting a group is always fun because then you can have like a fun chat, like whether you're going for a theme or you just invite some people and see how the vibe goes. And again, there's other things I want to do. Like there's so much ideas I have that I just want to venture into because I like making content with other people. That's my biggest that's what I really enjoy is getting other people involved in what I'm making.
Yeah, it's nice collaborative stuff.
Oh yeah.
Personally speaking, a lot of my favorite VTuber content to watch is like collabs and like stuff like this where there's multiple parties involved.
Yeah, same here. It's like, and I especially like it when I get a chance to see an edited down version as well.
Yeah.
Because then if I want to see the full version, I'll go check it out. But if there's something edited down, I have a lot of fun with it.
And that's why clippers are the lifeblood of the VTuber community, and we should treat them with respect and give them little head kisses.
Oh yeah, definitely, hands down. Oh man, and also, freaking, it's just like, yeah, clippers are awesome. The highlight channels are awesome. It's just so much. For a little bit, I was running a clips channel. I ran it for about a month. But then I realized I still want to keep going at it, but it's so much work trying to not only edit my own content, but other people's content. Like all together, it's so much work. And I kind of was pushing too much on myself.
Oh no, it really does make you appreciate what people do for this sort of thing, though. It's like, oh my gosh, I thought this was easy. Oh, I was wrong.
It's especially not easy if you're trying to make your own content outside of helping other people.
Yeah, I've edited 2 of my own clips, and I'm just like, I don't have time for this.
I totally get that. It's just, yeah, it's a lot. Oh my god. Also, I'm curious. So, has the Yokast ever played Phasmophobia?
So Itzy plays Phasmophobia quite regularly. I believe Sienna has joined in once on stream, but when we did rehearsals and such before we started streaming, because we wanted to make sure all of our tech was working, we could have games running, that we could talk to each other and have collaborations work out properly, because, you don't want to launch and just find out all of the things are broken all the time. Oh no.
Yeah.
But we still have stuff all the time. But so one of the games we did practice with was Phasmophobia. It was me, Itzy, and Sienna. And first of all, we didn't know how to play the game, so I don't think we played it properly. We didn't know there were like hunts or anything like that. Second of all, oh my gosh, I screamed so much. I thought I was going to pass on to the next world. It's a scary game. I have Phasmophobia. And I'm a ghost!
Oh my gosh. I totally get that, though. I'm so bad with horror. I do not enjoy the genre as much as other people do.
I like learning about it. I like seeing people play it. And I love watching certain horror movies. So long as I have a blanket and my friends are okay with me going, oh, no, don't go in there. No. Just being obnoxious. But I'm not good at playing the games. I'm so bad at them because they're scary.
This is why, for me, I only want to stream horror if I have enough people promise to show up, because I am a big wuss when it comes to horror. It's like, I am not gonna. I do not play horror games unless it's for content, and if nobody's there to watch the content, I'm not gonna keep doing horror games. Like,
I remember when I was planning out my my Sugonohi stream, I was like, oh, I'm gonna be I'm very nervous because like it's like a lot of jump scares and such, and really good atmosphere. Holy crap! And Itzy was like, oh, I might pop in, I might be there for that. And I was like, you'll be there to hold my hand? And she was like, absolutely not. I was like, please do.
Oh.
It's like, I might be there to like make fun of you. And I'm like, oh, don't show up then.
Oh, jeez.
Itzy's our resident horror gamer. She's really good at them and she likes them a lot. And she's way better. Games. She's way better at handling them.
Oh, man. Oh, that's funny. What about Cassius? How does he handle horror games?
I'm gonna out Cassius a little bit here. He's the same kind of wuss I am.
Really?
We were watching a horror movie together recently because oftentimes I'll just float to the living room. He's like, "We're watching this," and I'll be like, "Okay." Because whoever is there first is watching something with him, and we were watching this horror movie thing, and I was just like, oh god, oh no, and like hiding behind the blankets, and I look over, and Cassius is doing the exact same thing. He is actively looking away. His glasses are facing the other direction. And I'm just like, wait a second, Casey! You just didn't want to watch this alone!
Oh, that's great. That's great. Oh, man.
It is kind of fun watching horror movies with someone who is just as scared as you are, because then you don't feel bad about being a wuss.
Yeah. Oh my god. That's so funny. That's so good. Oh man, I feel like honestly, like, is there anyone in Yokast who's really into like detective style games and like investigations?
Me! I love mystery. I love point and clicks. I love my favorite gaming franchise is the Ace Attorney franchise, and that's a lot of like murder mystery and like using evidence and information to deduce.
You would probably love Shadows of Doubt then.
Oh, that sounds familiar. Do tell.
Shadows of Doubt is a newer game that's come out by this year by a bunch of like a indie studio. It is apparently been in development for years. I think they started like, I want to say 2020, or it might have been in 2018. They've been on it for a long time. It is a procedurally generated game. So the city is procedurally generated. You can go in at all the buildings. You can go in all the rooms and the ventilation shafts. The game is about investigating crimes, as well, like tracking down people through fingerprints, through notes they've left, solving anagrams. It's all about solving cases. It's really cool.
Well, I suppose I have something to put on my wish list then.
It is very, very fun. Shadows of Doubt is a game I highly recommend.
That's so cool! Oh my gosh!
It's one I plan to make a scripted video on. Like, I want to make a video describing what the game is and give some tips about it.
Oh, like a little guide! That'll be awesome!
Yeah.
Very nice, because I really like investigation. I like when games make me think about what I'm seeing, even though, I will admit, I'm a little bit of a dum-dum sometimes.
Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of the same too. I used to love like investigation games too when I was younger, like I Spy. Like, I think there was an I Spy Spooky Mansion game that I really liked.
There is. I want to play. I'm trying to get my hands on a copy right now.
Oh man, that game is so old, but it was fun when I played through it.
Yeah, it was like the game I played. Even though the attic scared me so bad.
Did it?
Yeah, because it was dark and like scary. I can't see if something's gonna go what? If something's gonna butt, you know?
Yep. Oh man, but I think you like Shadows of Doubt. It's really fun. Very fun game, procedurally generated, has a very unique art style to it. Really, really fun. And it's like one of those games that I'm like, I think that if they ever added multiplayer, it'd be so much fun. Like, if you could solve cases together with friends.
That would be so cool. Oh my gosh, because puzzle games are like my favorite genre. That and visual novels. I love that good, oh, you know what I mean? It's so cool. I'm also a big fan of like mystery and like detective like novels and such. Even though I don't really read novels, I'm kind of bad at reading. But like mystery stories, the Knives Out is my favorite movie, honestly, because of the deduction and all the interesting characters and all the different things coming together to form this elaborate plot.
Yeah. Oh man, games like that are a lot of fun. And it's like, it's fun because I can get chat involved on the the case, get them to like help me solve it. Or like maybe they'll like one thing I really want to like get my chats to influence like the vibe that Point Crow or like Doug have, where they'll just start a bit and they'll keep it going as long as they can. Like Doug will like make a park and like theme park simulator, whatever that game's called, Planet Coaster or something like that. And then frickin' his chat will then like describe his janitor that he hired as a cannibal, and they'll just keep that bit going for the rest of the stream.
They're making the lore.
I want that so bad in some of my streams. It'd be so much fun.
Oh my god, that would be pretty fun.
Jesus, I just heard like laughter in your walls. It sounded like
Casey is very loud.
Oh man.
I'm trying to. My microphone settings are interesting. I'm still trying to find a way so then like they pick me up. They
don't pick up anything else.
Yeah, everything can be heard. It's so bad.
What kind of mic are you using?
I have a Rode NT1A condenser, and I use a Scarlett Solo. I want to get myself. Casey has a what are they called? What are they called? The big boys.
The Shure
really
SM7B.
Nice. Go XLR.
Oh, Go XLR. Yeah, I don't have a Go XLR yet myself either. I need to look into that.
Yeah, that's my next big Yokast purchase and such.
Gotcha.
But that's not gonna be for a bit because I keep buying video games. I gotta save. I keep buying video games and software I don't need.
And then never play them. I know that feeling. I have so many games I've bought that never played, like the frickin' Shadows of Mordor and Shadows of War games that I really want to play but never have.
Ooh,
or like Mass Effect.
Fair.
I've never played Mass Effect, but I bought it. I bought Cyberpunk, not played it yet.
Neither have I.
I've had so many games I've bought just not played because, well, some of them I'm just like, I don't think I'd be entertaining to watch me stream them, and I don't really want to play a game off of stream because I like my only free time outside of work, I'm trying to put it towards streaming because I'd prefer this to be my job and not my actual job.
Yeah, super fair. Yeah, you gotta make sure you're also letting yourself relax and unwind, because that's the thing that I think a lot of people realize a little too late when they go into streaming as a career. It's like the things like playing video games that you do for fun suddenly becomes your job, and then like you might have to do it on a day where you're like, oh man, I really don't want to do this right now. Oh man, I'm just really not feeling it. But you still do it because that's part of your job, and of course you end up having fun. But it's definitely like a different vibe. So like you gotta be careful not to let it all become work, and let yourself unwind a little bit too.
Yeah, I totally agree with that. Oh man, I totally agree with that. But I will say, I think that it's been a decent amount of time. You know, I'm feeling a bit tired as well, so I think I might start winding down.
For sure.
But thank you so much for joining me, Amity. It's been very, very fun having you.
Thank you so much for having me. I've had a blast. I'm so glad that all the poltergeists get to see you, and hopefully they'll be giving you a well-deserved subscribe.
Hopefully, I'd appreciate that. I may not be the most consistent with uploads, but I can guarantee you that the quality of my uploads are going to be pretty good, because I'm only picking the best editors, or I'm editing myself, so I'm trying my best. And also, you know, I have my talk show here. Like, this is where I host my talk show. Like, twice a week, I host a talk show episode. I will be trying to do better, though, about setting up waiting rooms in advance when I'm going to be doing these. I've just been real bad about that lately.
No sweat. It's all part of the process, figuring out what works best for you.
Yep. Well, thank you everyone so much for watching What's Your Genesis, my talk show. Please be sure to go give Amity some love and support. Go subscribe to her, follow her socials in the description if you haven't already. And yeah, and also please, I would very much appreciate if you check out me and my content, both here on YouTube and Twitch. You know, much appreciate that. And yeah, hope everyone here, hope you all have a good one. I'll see you next time.
Mata yuremi na! Bye-bye!
See ya! Bye-bye!